After 5 months of renovations following a Valentine's Day flood, the Orion Center is once again open for business.
Oakland County broke ground on a brand new pet adoption center and animal shelter benefiting our furry friends.
The Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association hosted its 10th annual tournament while raising funds to benefit several worthy causes.
And members of the Skymasters Club showed off their impressive skills to visiting families during an open house.
Hello, I'm John Atwater.
And I'm Bria Brown. We'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News.
Back in February of this year, the Orion Center experienced a catastrophic flood that forced the building to shut down as it underwent major renovations. Now, 5 months later, the building is once again open to the public. On Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, a fire suppression pipe ruptured above the Orion Center's banquet room, flooding both the upper and lower levels before responders could shut off the water. The building was immediately closed to the public as contractors began tearing out the walls and flooring to dry out the building as quickly as possible. Over the next 5 months, renovations had been ongoing with much of the cost covered by insurance.
The taxpayer's expense to this renovation was $1,000, our deductible. Just like you pay your deductible on your own home insurance, we had a catastrophic claim here. On Valentine's Day, of all irony, we had a major flood here with a malfunction with the fire suppression system, and it caused, the total claim is nearing $900,000. The expense to our residents and taxpayers is $1,000 that we already had saved away in our insurance plan for, for events like this.
On Monday, July 11th, the Orion Center once again opened up for business. Staff are back at their desks and residents are encouraged to come in to register for programs and events. Seniors can once again take part in activities and clubs at the Orion Center, and there's even new exercise equipment geared towards senior citizens.
We replaced all the flooring, so all the carpeting and the vinyl flooring got replaced, all the ceiling tiles. We've repainted the entire building. It virtually looks pretty similar to what it looked like before, but we did a lot of purging. We have the opportunity to kind of go through some of the things that we no longer needed, and so we have repurposed some of the rooms and storage that we had, so that was a really good thing about this process. But it's just really exciting to have us all back in the same room. Thanks to ONTV, we were able to have our office hours over at your building, and then we had the rest of the staff at Camp Agawam. But it's so great to have everybody back in the office, have the building open, and inviting people to come back in. We probably had 10 to 15 new members that even joined in those first 2 days we were back open. A lot of people rediscovering us, and we're even a Pokemon site.
The Orion Center will officially celebrate its grand reopening with an event on Thursday, July 28th. Summer Sizzle will take place from 4 to 7 p.m. and offer visitors hot dogs, games, and other activities, and it's free for the whole family. For more information on Orion Center activities and events, call 248-391-0304, extension 305, or visit oriontownship.org.
Each year, Oakland County Animal Control takes in 4,000 animals through the doors of the aging facility on Brown Road. The county determined a new building was desperately needed and recently hosted a groundbreaking ceremony for the new facility. On Thursday, July 14th, Oakland County officials and employees gathered at the county complex in Pontiac to break ground on a brand new pet adoption center and animal shelter. County Executive L. Brooks Patterson welcomed everyone in attendance. The new building will be the first to be constructed during Patterson's 24 years in office.
We take over 4,000 animals, dogs and cats, through our front door on a yearly basis. That makes us the largest public sector government-run animal control facility in the state of Michigan. We think by moving it over here to this beautiful site that will really enhance the adoption facilities of the shelter, because it will be easier to find. It's more centrally located. So last fall we bonded for $15.45 million. That's the total cost of the package for the animal shelter. Both Standard & Poor's and Moody's gave us AAA bond rating for that bonding effort, which again just reinforces our financial stability, but also allows us to borrow that money, to bond that money, the lowest possible interest rate in the markets, thus saving all of you money along the way.
A member of the Oakland County Sheriff's K-9 unit was the first to break ground, followed by Oakland County officials.
We wanted something that would most benefit the animals. The shelter that we operate in now is not up to the standards of the industry today. The new shelter is going to be the state of the art, and it's going to best serve the animals of Oakland County.
The current building on Brown Road was built in 1974 by the Michigan Humane Society. Oakland County purchased the building in 1981, and it has served as animal control and pet adoption center ever since. The new facility will have 35,000 square feet, 10,000 more than the current building, and it will include a lost and found area, pet adoption center, and a community building as seen in the artist's renderings.
I thought it was gorgeous. I think it's just going to bring a lot more people in, and with the community center there, I think it'll bring a lot of different groups in that we might not have even thought about, you know, walking the dogs or taking advantage of that volunteer opportunity there.
We're an open admission shelter, so we take any dog that people want to bring to us, so we're going to certainly continue that. Same with the cats. We do spay-neuter clinics there for no charge. For the cats. We're going to continue adopting animals and creating new homes for our furry friends.
We're told the new facility will be open to the public in 14 months and will be able to house 150 dogs and 140 cats. For more information, you can call 248-392-4100 or visit oakgov.com/petadoption.
If you're looking for a fun hobby that the entire family can enjoy, you might want to consider flying radio-controlled aircraft. A local club invites area families to come out and get in on the fun. On Saturday, July 16th, Skymasters hosted its annual open house at their field in Bald Mountain Recreation Area. An audience showed up to enjoy food and refreshments and to watch dozens of pilots perform maneuvers and stunts with a wide variety of aircraft.
This club has some really great characteristics, the great camaraderie among the members out here. We do a lot of good community service projects like the Trees for Troops, Wounded Warrior, and there's another organization that we're supporting now, Troops Need Love Too, plus other community service things we do. So that's a huge part of our club. Coming out here, spending an afternoon on a beautiful day, flying airplanes, it just doesn't get any better than that. So
the club's members are willing to mentor young people who are interested in the hobby. Steve Schott has been flying RC planes for 22 years, but he told us he learns just as much from young people as they do from him.
Well, I've flown with a few youngsters, and they've taught me how to kick the plane around, do all kinds of tricks with it. It's all about thumb control and orientation, and I have a good time doing it.
It's a great way to exercise your mind and learn things about physics, about flight, about building, about getting along with people. It's a heck of a lot better than sitting in front of the television or looking at your iPad all day. That's for sure. So yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have more young people out here. I'm one of the younger guys. I'm 50, but you know, it'd be great to have more younger kids because they have better dexterity and they can see things a lot quicker and they can do some spectacular things when they put their mind to it.
I flew helicopters, Special Operations Unit in the Army for 12 years. Same guys that got bin Laden. And then I flew with U.S. Customs and Border Protection for 27 years. So wow. I was with the government for 39 years.
Wow, when did you retire?
Almost 2 years ago now.
All right, and so now you fly the smaller guys. Compare and contrast flying the small ones versus the big ones.
The small ones scare the you-know-what out of me.
Why is that?
Because it's my money that paying for them. So, but now, I mean, the big ones, you know, the helicopters I flew for 34 years. I mean, I've been flying the RC longer than that, but again, it's my money, so it's a lot scarier.
Members of Skymasters can be found at Bald Mountain flying their planes year-round, weather permitting. They even host an event at the park on New Year's Eve. If the weather gets too bad in the wintertime, they'll fly indoors every Tuesday in Auburn Hills. For more information, you can visit skymasters.org.
The ongoing road construction on M24 hasn't deterred one local business from opening up a brand new location in Lake Orion. On Thursday, July 14th, representatives of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce gathered in the Palace Point Shopping Plaza on M24 to celebrate the official grand opening of Lean Ryde, a fitness center that offers area residents a fun cardio workout using state-of-the-art stationary bikes. Owner Dawn Bages, a Lake Orion resident, started Lean Ryde in Rochester in 2013 and has since moved the business several times, finally settling on this location on M24 across from Home Depot.
We have a 45-minute class or a 60-minute class. Most of the time, if you take a look at our schedule, we'll have a 60-minute class by itself, 45-minute with a circuit before or after. You really, as long as you can get your engine running, which means you're sweating. It usually is around 20 minutes into cardio. That's all you really, if you can get yourself to do 20 minutes of cardio, that's going to lead to increased cardiovascular health.
While using the stationary bikes at the center, visitors have their heart rate monitored. For information on pricing or to schedule an appointment, visit leanride.com.
What local organization has raised over $50,000 in 10 years for veterans organizations? Would you believe the Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association? The organization just held its 10th annual tournament and ONTV's Joe Johnson was there.
On the evening of Friday, July 8th, the Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association hosted its draft night charity dinner at Indianwood Country Club. The dinner kicked off the group's 10th annual tournament and acts as a fundraiser benefiting veterans organizations. Since 2010, the group has raised more than $52,000, with $14,000 going towards the Orion Veterans Memorial.
Well, tonight we have our draft night charity dinner, so we have sponsors for that. We have our food donated by our local market, Hollywood Markets, and the Welch family. And then this year especially, it's kind of unique. Normally we pick one charity or two charities to donate to. This year, for our 10th annual Wiffle Ball Tournament, we actually want to kind of give back to our Lake Orion community, and we're going to donate and build a wiffle ball field in one of our township parks.
One of the ways the organization raises money is through a silent auction, which features items like autographed Red Wings memorabilia and a baseball signed by Justin Verlander. A number of awards were handed out as well.
We'll be announcing Miss Wiffle Ball, which should be coming up in a little bit. That's a rigorous committee we put together to go through who we feel is, the woman that best exemplifies the LWA's commandments and what we have. So who wears the bikini the best, who is cheering the most, those are some of the things that go into that. We also have Best Mustache, our Raleigh Fingers Award. I've been the recipient the first couple years of that. I've been on a little slump, so I'm hoping to get back this year. We have the Best Dressed, which was started by Dave Prate by wearing a tuxedo to Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you, Dave, for starting that. We have Most Hustle, Best Play, Most Home Runs, and Most Valuable Player.
You're obviously aware of some of these awards. Are you shooting for some of these?
I'm just trying to be low-key this year.
It almost slipped your mind.
It did. No, but I mean, over the years, I never really competed with the Best Dress or the Mustache. Kind of left that to the big guys. But past couple of years here, I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring, and so I got a custom suit made.
Why don't you turn around and show them? It's the American flag with Lake Orion Wiffle Ball.
On Saturday morning, the 10th annual tournament got underway at Vandenboom Field with 7 teams representing various branches of the military vying for the championship trophy. At the end of the day, it was the team POW MIA taking on the Air Force. The POW team had a monster first inning, jumping out to an 8-run lead behind the firepower of Jim Vandenboom. Air Force managed to close the gap in the 3rd inning, making the score 12-7, but that's as close as it would get. The POW MIA team ended up winning by 8 runs. The team was made up of Steve Cullen, Jay Prate, Jake Shagina, and tournament MVP Jim Vandenboom, who claimed his 5th title in 10 years. In Lake Orion, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. And you can view the 2016 championship game in its entirety on ONTV and on demand on YouTube. For more information on the Lake Orion Wiffle Ball Association and its charitable efforts in the community, visit lakeorionwiffleball.com. You can also find them on Facebook.
Orion Township's Wildwood Amphitheater is the place to go to enjoy live music. Recently, the amphitheater hosted a festival to benefit local students. On Friday, July 8th and Saturday the 9th, the Wildwood Amphitheater was host to a new music festival to Lake Orion called Dragon Fest. 5 bands performed each day from noon until 10 p.m. Vendors sold trinkets, t-shirts, and food along with raffle prizes and 50-50 drawings. This was the first year of the annual festival that benefits the Louis F. Mundy Scholarship Fund and the American Legion Post number 233. The Mundy Fund is a scholarship for seniors at Lake Orion High School who want to pursue a career in education. The first recipient of the scholarship will be attending Central Michigan University in the fall.
That's all the time we have for this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of everyone here at ONTV, I'm John Atwater.
And I'm Bria Brown. Thanks for watching.